A minute into the first. Curry with it. Here's Nowitzki. He's guarded by Irving. Back to Williams. And he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Malone. And he banks in the layup.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Ingram. In transition. Pass to Durant. Irving up top. Outside for Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Malone. The steal. Outside, Williams. Left side, Hill. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Ingram. Screen by Durant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Boy, the potential Ingram has is exciting to think about. I mean, a versatile swing man who wants to keep getting better. Keep an eye on this young fella.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Both free throws good from Ingram.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Nowitzki. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Dirt can be so strong inside, breaking through that contact.
Pass to Malone. Ingram on the wing. With the drive. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use.
It's stolen by Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Irving. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what we've seen from Albuquerque so far, what's your take?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
That puts him in the lead. He's got 10.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
Pass to Kukoc. The ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Brooklyn with possession here, trailing by 2. On the wing, Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming. And finished off by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Harden. Takes it inside. There's the block. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Number 30. Stephen Curry.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. The 3 from Ball. A 3 ball from LaMelo.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Curry. No made baskets yet. Stolen by Ball. To the middle. Knocked away. Hill with the steal. All by himself. And rejected.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. To the wing on the left.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Tatum. For 3. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Brooklyn. 7-point differential.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry.
Substitutions for the away team.
Curry on the drive. Here's McDaniel. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Tatum from long range. Drops in the 3. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal. I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Pass to Duncan. It's stolen away. And they're on the run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
From 6 feet away, Brooklyn pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And they pick up 2.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Albuquerque out in front, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brooklyn trails by 5. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Malone. Down low. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Oh, how good was that? D-Wade throwing it down.
To the inside. Here's Durant. Off target at the rim. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Dirk Nowitzki is one of the greatest big man shooters ever, and he's practically automatic from the line.
Brooklyn trails by 5. Left side Curry. Releases from the wing and drills it. And here's Albuquerque now. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Brooklyn making a switch here. And a minute played as the second half gets going. For 3, Durant. KD splashes the triple.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Brooklyn making a switch here.
Let's hear it for you. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Tony Kukoc.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Nowitzki. Some room here for Hill. And it comes off the front of the rim. Albuquerque leading by 6. Here's Malone. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Malone, a big dude, barreling through the lane there.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Wade. He has 6. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
Wade. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good.
When you think about it, Dwayne Wade is just a winner. A guy any coach would love to have playing for him.
Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by Robinson. Brooklyn trails by 7. Fast break. Here we go. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 9 points.
Wade that time just ran away from the pack. Tremendous speed.
Pass to Duncan. Outside Tatum. Outside Harden. The kick to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Duncan. Ball outside. Out to the right wing. Robinson with a steal. Here's Wade. Here's Kaminsky. Count it.
And, you know, this is why Kaminsky was drafted top 10. I mean, he's got the ability to score from just about anywhere.
Here's Irving. And there's the drive. And Irving powers it home. Look out below. You got no chance of defending him right there.
Not that time. He was determined. to get those points.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Wall. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Here's Tatum. 3-point lead. Back to Harden. Inside. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Pass to Wall. Back to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
To the paint. Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Albuquerque. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now Durant. Pass to Irving. Right side Ingram. Deflected. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Brooklyn trails by 3. Reeves with the ball. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And the shot's good.
McDaniel works really hard inside, but he's a guy who can play at all 3 levels.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. On the wing, Irving. The 3 is up, and they'll get another chance. Pass to Kukoc. On the wing, Reeves. Spins. To the middle. Here's Williams. And he misses the go-ahead basket. On offense, here's Albuquerque. They lead by 1. And here's Durant. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's the break. Here's Kukoc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And Brooklyn leads by 1.
Boy, I love to see that aggressive take by Tony Kukoc. I mean, pushing through the contact and using his length to finish inside. That's sweet.
Counted from distance. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. From Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
Here's Durant. Durant owning the inside.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Antetokounmpo inside. Down low. Oh, blocked by Ingram. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Right side Durant. Here's Malone. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Number 15, Austin Reeves.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. Here's West. Going inside. Blocked. And here's Durant. Pass to Irving. Here's Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Irving. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to drop. Here's West. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hill. Reeves with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Robinson. Money.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
This one for three. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.